in case Alaska summit doesn't fructify, or if the summit happens but it's not end of the war. In such a situation, Putin coming to India and PM going for Shanghai, will that invite more tariffs?
Look, they're two totally different things. Our relationship with Russia and relationship with China. The Putin coming to India, I don't think so. Actually, I really don't think so, because I'm pretty sure that we will have a Xi-Trump summit before the end of the year, and so unless there is a complete failure of Alaska, which frankly I would be very surprised if my bet would continue to be on a success. Of course, I could be wrong, but that's whatever little I can understand.
And he just said yesterday, he said, I'm going to Russia 3 times, he said, when he actually meant Alaska.
Yeah.
I feel like, how do we decipher what he's saying? Yeah. Okay.
So yes, let us look at a scenario where Alaska doesn't succeed, right?
Okay.
Now, even there, I would like to disaggregate, because then the reactions are different. Now, if it ends in a failure, I mean, if it ends in decision to meet again, or if it ends in an interim kind of a 2-stage kind of process, there are so many possibilities. It's difficult to put a finger on it. But what I can see is that they are actually moving fairly fast, despite all the confusion that we are seeing towards something. Remember, the Americans are speaking as we speak to the Europeans. Zelensky obviously sees that something's going to happen. He's nervous, very nervous. But regardless of what happens in Alaska, the Prime Minister's visit to China will happen. And I think regardless of what happens in Alaska, an India-Russia summit will happen. Now, if tariffs are going to be imposed on India, tariffs will not be, the whole irony of the whole thing is that tariffs are not going to be imposed on us because we're talking to China, which is our number one strategic threat and challenge. The tariffs are going to be imposed on us because we talk to Russia, which is a friend, but it's their enemy. And so it's
and also on agri products and all that which he wants, or is that a sideshow?
No, then nothing can prevent him from imposing further tariffs. But if he feels that we are poking him in the eye, or we are holding a summit with Russia deliberately with an eye on him or America or the West, I can understand that he may get further enraged. But everything which we are telling him is that this is not the case. This is an annual event which has not happened since 21. He'll be coming, if he does, since after the first time after 21 to India. And if you're talking to him, I mean, in the last 7 months, your people have had more meetings with Putin than we've had. We've had maybe, 2-3 meetings. You had 10 meetings with him. So why can't I? And I have
But America's never negotiated and never dealt with the other country as an equal. So for us to say that tum bhi karte ho to hum kare to kya hai?
No, but we are also
work with them, right?
No, but we are also telling him that we are not dealing with Russia to be a spoiler in your scheme or in your approach to draw down the war. We are not here inflaming the war. That's what we've been saying to the whole world in the last 3 years, that we are not in that business. In fact, the people who are inflaming the war are, one could argue, is the Europeans and maybe the Chinese. But India has never been a part of this whole view that the war should continue.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा.
The issue is, टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है.
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दो?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप.
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI. It does not lie.